Hi creators and accelerators. Want to level up your Figma game in just 4 minutes? Today I'm going to teach you how to master Autolayout, the secret weapon for building responsive, scalable designs effortlessly. We are going to cover 5 things to get you started. What is Autolayout? 2, how do we enable Autolayout? 3, we're going to look at adjusting spacing and direction with Autolayout. And then 4, padding and alignment. 5, we're going to look at using Autolayout for dynamic designs and automatic resizing. Let's start with what is Autolayout. So Autolayout in Figma is like your design's best friend. It makes frames respond and resize dynamically. So instead of you manually adjusting every little thing in every design that you're doing, once you have set this up, Autolayout will do all the heavy lifting for you. Think of it as having a magical house of cards where you decide that you want to move one of the cards in the bottom instead of the house just crumbling down. Because you've set it up in this magical Autolayout way, the other cards will just rearrange themselves to still keep the house, aka your design, intact. So let's start simple. Select your frame. I have one text block and one CTA inside this frame. And then you hit apply auto layout button in the right sidebar. Bam! Your frame is now flexible. 3, adjusting spacing and direction. You can control how items are spaced within your auto layout frame. Under the auto layout settings, choose vertical or horizontal direction. You can think of it as like choosing between rows or columns. And now you can play with the spacing between the items in your either horizontal or vertical line. Up next, let's look at padding and alignment. So to add some breathing room around your content, you can tweak the padding. So this creates space inside of your frame. So you can think of this like margins inside of your page or inside of your auto layout frame. And for alignment, you can decide if your content lines up left, center, right, or justified. So using auto layout for dynamic designs. Autolayout isn't just for static designs. You can make buttons or cards that are adaptable by setting resizing options like hug contents, fill container, or fixed width, which allows you to still have the same layout, same designs, but perhaps you want to do slightly different sizes because it needs to work for mobile or desktop. So this enables the possibility for you to reuse the same assets and then resize them without having to manually move things around. So like this button here, it's pretty common to want buttons to resize with the text containers. So if you have a long sentence, you want a long button. If you have a short sentence or just a word, you want a short button. So by selecting hug contents, the button width will adapt for different text. That way, your design responds beautifully across all the different scenarios that you can think of. Okay, so you are now well on your way to be a master at auto layout. So I just want to leave you with this last advice, and that is to really get the hang of auto layout. It's a lot about trial and error and just being a little bit brave and take a couple of minutes and experiment. Have a couple of assets or a text block and a button, select it all, turn on the auto layout, and then press all the different buttons in the auto layout menu and just see what happens. And I promise you, you will pretty quickly get a hang of what it's doing what. So that's it, guys. 4 minutes to becoming an auto layout ninja. If you feel ready to master components next, because auto layout in combination with components, click on the video below. If you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more tips, and please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I love hearing from other creatives. I love to help out if I can, or maybe someone else in our community can help you out. So happy designing, keep creating, keep accelerating, and remember, your dreams won't work unless you do. See you in the next one.